up on the factor, a major victory for a speech teacher and the Council on American and Islamic Relations, or CAIR. A judge ruled today a Texas law was unconstitutional that cost the teacher her job. You may remember it was last year when Isiah was told to sign a document that would allow her to continue to work for the Pflugerville School District. That document states the elementary speech pathologist does not and will not boycott Israel. It is part of a state law passed by the Texas legislature in 2017. When she refused to sign, she was fired. Joining us here on The Factor Uncensored to discuss this is criminal defense attorney and CAIR board member John T. Floyd. Glad to have you here on The Factor Uncensored.
Glad to be here.
So, when you won this case, your thoughts, was that a victory for individuals who are not bowing down to legislative pressure and their personal agenda?
Well, so what we've had is we've really had a victory for the First Amendment, for free speech of everyone in this country. This was a state legislative action that was banning an individual's right to speak on a very important political.
And make that as clear as possible what they were prohibiting with this document that they wanted her to sign and then fired her for not signing.
So in the last legislative session, the Texas legislature passed a statute which prohibited anyone who did business with the state of Texas from boycotting the state of Israel now or in the future. And so while anyone, an employee or someone who was a contractor with the state of Texas, a public school, was in Miss Amawi's case, she was a speech pathologist at a school, she was actually prohibited from boycotting the state of Israel.
Essentially, it was a gag order.
It was a gag order.
Shut your mouth when it comes to Israel.
It was a gag order. She had to swear an oath saying that she would not engage in constitutionally protected speech. So it was a huge victory, and we've got a lot of work to do. There's still some 25, 26 other states that have this statute on the books.
How did we get to this place?
Well, we have a lot of lobbyists out there that had this on the agenda. There are some far right-wing, very conservative groups. Prominently, there's an organization called ALEC that gets a lot of this legislation on the books, and they've pushed it through. Unfortunately, it was bipartisan legislation. It was unanimously passed by the House of Representatives in Texas. And all but 5 of the senators in Texas voted for it. So it was a real bamboozle against the First Amendment.
Now, will the case law here in Texas affect the other 26 states? Would that be useful in hearing what this judge has ruled here when it comes to whether or not you want to boycott Israel?
It will be useful. This was a federal judge, and so other federal courts that hear this case will see what this judge did, and this could be incorporated in their rulings. And so, yeah, this could be used in those other cases. And CAIR is going to be, suing each one of these states and getting these laws off the books.
Now, when it comes to this teacher in Pflugerville, will she get her job back as quickly as possible?
Oh, yeah. We're in the works of that right now. She's got an amended contract coming out. She's going to be able to re-up without having to take this oath.
All right, John Floyd, thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored. Still to